You look at your digital terminals and you see numbers moving across a screen. You think you are masters of abstraction. You believe that decoupling wealth from physical assets is a modern miracle. You forget that every path you walk was already cleared by an empire that burned to the ground. Today we turn back 700 years to a world where money wasn't backed by gold, wasn't backed by silver, but by a death warrant. When Kublai Khan conquered the Song dynasty, he inherited a sprawling empire, but a depleted treasury. Wars are expensive, and mining precious metals takes time. So the Khan did something revolutionary. He banned all private trade in gold and silver bullion, forcing merchants to surrender their precious metal to the treasury. In their place, he issued Chao, taking paper money, invented centuries earlier, and turning it into the first empire-wide, compulsory paper currency with no metal backing. How do you make a population trust a piece of tree bark over solid gold? You don't use economics, you use terror. The Khan's monetary policy was elegantly simple. Accepting paper money was mandatory. Forging it was punishable by death. And if you were caught hiding gold or trying to trade in silver, you were executed on the spot. Suddenly, the entire empire found absolute faith in the paper. For a time, the Khan's system was an economic miracle. Marco Polo arrived in China and wrote that the Khan could create wealth faster than any alchemist on earth. Foreign merchants brought raw jade, silks, and pearls to the border, traded them for paper bark, and left their real assets in the Khan's vaults. The velocity of money skyrocketed. But fiat is a drug, and the printing press is an infinite bottle. The dream ended when the empire encountered reality. Kublai Khan launched two massive, catastrophically expensive naval invasions of Japan. Both fleets were destroyed by typhoons. To pay his mounting war debts, to fund his luxurious palaces, and to keep his generals loyal, the Khan did what every desperate regime in history does. He ordered the presses to run 24/7. They printed millions, then billions. Value is an equation of scarcity, and the Khan had made his money as common as autumn leaves. Prices skyrocketed. Hyperinflation took hold. The death penalty lost its sting because starving to death was a certainty anyway. The citizens began refusing the paper openly, trading in secret bartering networks. The illusion shattered. By the mid-14th century, the currency was entirely worthless. The economy collapsed, trade froze, and the paper empire fractured. The Yuan dynasty was overthrown by the Ming, who tried to print their own paper currency, only to suffer the exact same hyperinflationary nightmare. Broken by centuries of failed paper experiments, the market eventually rejected paper entirely, forcing China back onto a hard silver standard for centuries. When you trade on pure leverage, when you buy a currency backed by nothing but hype and network effects, you aren't betting on the market. You are betting on the sword. You are gambling that the sovereign's executioner can threaten a population into trust forever. But history has a flawless record. Eventually, the printing press always runs out of ink, and the executioner always runs out of gold. Here's today's summary. Class dismissed.
Thank you, Professor Ndovu. A sword can force a population to trust paper for a decade. But scarcity rules for eternity. If your portfolio relies on someone else's threat to stay solvent, make sure you're the one holding the blade.